Cranbrook Mental Asylum, abandoned, forgotten, a playground for nightmares. Its broken windows stared out like empty eyes. The wind howled through the crumbling walls, whispering tales of madness and despair. It was a place where sanity died. Now it waited, hungry.
You chicken, Jake? Or are you scared? Come on, prove you're not a coward.
No way, let's do this. I'm not backing down from a challenge.
Jake, Liam and Emily stood with Max, facing the asylum. A full moon hung heavy in the sky, casting long, eerie shadows. They were young, restless, and drawn to the unknown. What better place to test their courage than Cranbrook? The old asylum had a reputation for being haunted, and tonight they were determined to uncover its secrets. The air was thick with anticipation and a hint of fear. Each step they took towards the entrance echoed their heartbeat, louder and louder. This was the ultimate test of bravery, The air inside was thick with dust and decay. The smell of mildew and something else, something metallic, clung to the back of their throats. They stepped carefully, their footsteps echoing in the silent corridors. Each rustle of wind, every creak of the floorboards sent shivers down their spines. A room to the left held rusted medical instruments laid out as if for surgery. Restraints bolted to a chair glinted in the dim light. They found old photographs scattered on a table. Doctors in long coats, patients with haunted eyes. Whose faces were these?
This place, it's terrifying.
A cold draught swept through the corridor, extinguishing their flashlights. Darkness swallowed them whole.
Then it began. Whispers, moans, the dragging of feet against the concrete floor. Something was moving in the darkness, circling them. "Guys, this isn't funny!" Liam's voice was tight with fear, but no one laughed.
Panic surged. They fumbled for their flashlights, hearts pounding in their chests. The air grew colder, the shadows more oppressive.
We need to get out of here.
Jake yelled, his voice cracking. They didn't need to be told twice. They ran blindly, desperately through the labyrinthine corridors. They burst into a room, slamming the door behind them. Gasping for breath, they huddled together, their fear a living thing. A book lay open on a desk, its pages yellowed with age. It was a journal, bound in cracked leather. "I have seen the darkness in their eyes," the doctor had written in a hurried scrawl. "I fear my cure is worse than their affliction." The shadows in the room seemed to deepen, pressing in on them, hungry. They were trapped, the air thick with tension. Every creak of the floorboards, every whisper of the wind outside seemed to echo their dread. The journal held secrets, dark and terrible, that could change everything. But first, they had to survive the night. The door creaked open. Two figures stood in the doorway. Their eyes glowed with an eerie light. They were no longer alone.
One of the figures lunged, its cold skeletal hand reaching for Emily. She screamed, a primal sound of pure terror.
Jake grabbed Emily's hand and they ran. They didn't stop, didn't look back until they burst out of the asylum into the cold night air. The moonlight cast eerie shadows on the ground and their breath formed clouds in the frigid air. They could still hear the faint echoes of their footsteps, reverberating through the empty halls behind them.
They left Cranbrook behind, but the asylum was not finished with them. The fear lingered, a constant reminder of the darkness they had seen. Every creak of the floorboards, every whisper of the wind brought back memories of the horrors they had escaped. The asylum's grip on their minds was unrelenting, a shadow that followed them wherever they went.
Did this story send chills down your spine? If you enjoyed this tale of terror, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more spine-tingling stories from the unknown. Stay tuned for our next episode where we delve even deeper into the mysteries that lurk in the shadows.